back to my channel. So today I am doing my Tag Tuesday. It's going to be about my pets. I found a pet tag, so I'm going to be doing that. Like I said in my other video, I have just kitted up the R-rated picture, and I'll show it again with the blotches on it to cover up the bad parts. I try to make it YouTube friendly. And I'm going to start this one, and I think I'm going to be working down here on the legs. So I think these are the legs right here, and I'm starting on the left hand corner, and it is a square. And I'm going to start with number 1, which is 939, which is a pretty boring number, but there's a lot of them. So that's the one I'm going to start with, and it is a square, and I haven't done squares in a while, so they're probably going to be cricket. Cricket, cricket, cricket. So I thought I'd do a tag. I was looking to see what kind of tags I could do, and then I came across the pet tag, and I thought, oh well, I have 2 dogs, so let's do the pet tag. And everybody likes pets. At least I think everybody does. Maybe you don't like pets. If you don't like pets, then I guess you don't want to listen to this whip and chat, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have pets or like pets. So the first question is well, it is plural. So what is your pet's name? So I have 2 dogs. My 2 dogs are Gigi and Lola. Gigi is not a female, he is a male. And Lola is a female. Gigi is part pug, part poodle. Pretty much a Heinz 57, because I don't think his mom was totally pug. They told me she was when I bought her, but I don't think she was. I think she was a half-breed with Jack Russell, but I'm not 100% sure. So, backstory. I'll tell you the backstory of Gigi after. So Gigi's the male and Lola's the female. Gigi is about 8 years old. I think he just turned 8. And Lola is turning, or she just turned 3. So, maybe I'll ask how I got them later, so I don't want to answer that question until I get down, maybe. Oh, where did you come up with the names? Does it have any specific significance? Well, Gigi was, I used to have a dog when I was growing up, and he was a poodle. She was a poodle, actually, and I loved her so much. And her name was Gigi. And we had her for 18 years. Then she passed away. I was devastated, but I was already married and moved out of the home by the time she had passed away. And she became my mom's companion, and my mom was pretty devastated by it. But she had she got to the point where she couldn't walk anymore, and my mom had to carry her out to go to the washroom. But at this time, the vet said she wasn't in any pain, so my mom didn't want to put her down because she wasn't in any pain. But then finally, she was blind. She became blind with old age. And then finally, she ended up having a stroke, and then it was time that my mom had to put her down. And my mom was devastated, but she didn't want to see Gigi suffering. So she had to put it down, and she didn't tell me about it till after it was done, because I was scheduled to go in for a little minor surgery. And she didn't want to tell me before I went in. So I found out afterwards from my sister that my mom had to put Gigi down. So it was sad. Sad day for me, and I love Gigi. And then when Gigi was born, because I used to have a dog named Molly, like I said, her mother, Gigi's mom, I thought she was a pug when I bought her, but I think she was half Jack Russell, half pug. And she ended up having a litter of pups, and that's where Gigi comes from. Now you're probably wondering what happened to Molly. Well, I had a lot of problems with Molly. I ended up getting her fixed after, but it didn't help the situation of her always taking off from the house. And one time she bit somebody, and then I had to quarantine her in the house for a week. Yeah, that was fun, trying to quarantine that dog in the house. So, and everybody was afraid of her, but really she wasn't vicious at all. She just didn't like people grabbing her collar. And I think that's what that lady did that was trying to grab her from the street, because she almost got hit by a car. I tried to get her fixed to see if she'd calm down, and it didn't help. And she was just too much for me at the time, and I didn't have enough time with the 12-hour shifts to give her as much attention as she needed. So there's these other ladies that really wanted a dog, and I still had Gigi, and I had another dog at the time, Gus, which was my daughter's dog, but that's another story. That what ended up happening there is he ran away and we never did find him. So we never got a call saying someone found him or nothing. So Gus disappeared. I think someone has him, but I'm hoping someone has him and he just didn't die somewhere. But so we ended up having Molly, and we had 2 of her pups, and I sold the other 4. They was hard to sell because they weren't purebred, so they were really hard to get rid of. But I sold them to, I think, decent families. I got their shots, they were vet checked. I did everything that you're supposed to do when selling your pets, and then as soon as I got her fixed, because I did not want this to happen again, because what she ended up happening is she took off and she got pregnant by the neighbor's dog that I wouldn't have thought would have been fixed, but apparently he is not fixed. And that's how I got Gigi. She had 6 pups. She was a really good mother, though. That I can say about Molly. She was such a good mom. She took care of all those pups, and she had them all, and none of them passed away on her. She was a good mom. Like, Molly was a good dog. It's just people didn't know how to take her because she looked mean, right? Her face looked mean, but she wasn't. But anyway, maybe at the end of this video, I'll put some pictures of Molly and her pups that I still have. And anyways, she's doing really good. I still talk to the people that have her. She's doing really good. She's gotten fat, and she's like the queen of their household, which I'm super happy for her. And that she found somebody that can spend the time that she needed with them. Because my kids honestly didn't really spend much time with her, with me working 12-hour shifts. And then her taking off and causing me so much headache in town. Her going out to the country to live in a small town was a lot better for her. And I think she's a lot more happier there than she was here. Even though she used to lie on my side. Like when I would lie on the couch, she would lie on my side, and that would be her spot. Like, she was fine with me, but if if you're somebody else, watch out. Like, I don't know. I don't know why she was like that. But anyway, so Gigi come from Molly, and he was a pup, and when I saw him, because of his little curly hair, he reminded me of Gigi, so that's why I named him Gigi. So, long story of how Gigi became Gigi. And Lola, I ended up seeing a friend told me that she was getting a Shih Tzu from somebody she knew. So I ended up, because after my daughter moved out and her dog Sadie left with them, Gigi was all alone, and I felt sorry for him because he was all alone. So I thought I should get another dog. What was I thinking? I should have just let Gigi be on his own. But anyway, I ended up getting Molly, and she's a Shih Tzu, purebred Shih Tzu, and a little Shih Tzu she is, if you know what I mean. So she's my character out of the bunch, and Gigi's more laid back, chillax kind of dog, and I love him. He is like the coolest dog ever. So I basically said, when did you get your pets? So that was what breed is it? So what breed is your pet? I already named that. Gigi's half pug, half poodle, and Molly is a purebred Shih Tzu. How old were they when you got your pets? So Gigi was born here in the house. Molly, I got her, I think she was already, I would say 2 to 3 months old when I got her. So she was already fairly big when we got Molly. She was still little, but she wasn't like how we seen Gigi. What is your pet's favorite food? So I only feed my dogs dog food. I don't really feed them human food. Sometimes they'll get a treat of human food. Like if we're having McDonald's, I'll give the dogs some French fries. But I don't feed them table scraps. They eat no grain dog food because Gigi has allergies really bad to grain. And if like, I didn't know it was about grain at first. Like, I was buying him this one set of dog food, and then I thought, oh, I'll get this cheaper brand one time. It was still from Pet Value, but it was like a cheaper brand. And oh my goodness, it was called something chicken for your dog's soul or something like that it was called. I don't know. It had a kind of like an interesting name, and I thought, oh, maybe it has like a lot of chicken. It's like good. I didn't really read the ingredients, but oh my goodness, whatever was in that dog food made Gigi itch himself raw. So I took him to the vet, and the vet started putting him on all these pills. So he's taking all these pills, and trying to get Gigi to pill is like crazy, because he doesn't, he finds it. Even if you hide it in human food, he will find that pill. And there he is snoring in the background. So I ended up figuring out, because I heard someone say, like, if your dog like has itchy skin or something, feed them no grain food. So I switched them right away to no grain products, and I tell you, he has never itched again. He is much better. He doesn't itch himself raw. Like, it got to the point where he was itching his ears raw. It was horrible. So now I only feed them no grain. I buy this kind from Walmart now. I was buying Zoe, which had grain in it, but it wasn't like bad grain. Like I'm talking like wheat, soy, corn, that stuff Gigi can't eat. And I feed them both the same dog food. I don't buy one for one and one not the other. Sometimes I'll buy canned food as a treat, but I don't like to give them it too much because it makes their stools a little bit too soft, and I don't like that. So, yeah, enough about food. So, Gigi is grain-free dog. What is your pet's favorite game now? My dogs are not ones to play games. Now, Gigi doesn't play. Gigi doesn't play with toys. Lola will play with toys. But Gigi, no, and they won't play fetch or nothing like that. Gigi will not even play with one toy. When he was little, we bought him all these toys, and he would just sit there and look at them and say, what do you want me to do with these things? Like I said, like if you met Gigi, he's the most chillax dog. Like you wouldn't even know he's a dog because he's just chillax. He isn't very spunky. He isn't energetic. He just likes to chill. And he kind of reminds me of myself. That's why I love him so much. And there he goes. He likes to snore loud. See, this is the problem with squares. I'm not very good at using the multi-placer with squares. Sorry, getting into the topic of my painting now. These better not pop. That's all I gotta say. This better be a good canvas. So, well, needless to say, this better be good drills, not a canvas. Next question. Do you go outdoors? If yes, what is your favorite place to go together? So, I have a huge backyard, and my dogs go outside all the time in the backyard, and they like to be escape artists. So I've found out, and they like to escape to my neighbor's house. So we tried blocking it so they can't go there. I have so many things trying to block them from going underneath the fence everywhere. They dig holes to get out. Well, when they get out to the front, there's a field across the road for me that somehow there's houses on the other street that goes to the main road. Well, Gigi goes over there because they throw out bread. And then he'll come running back with a freaking baguette hanging out of his mouth. And I'll be like chasing him with his baguette in his mouth all around the front of the house, trying to get him to drop this baguette, because I don't know if they're putting poison on this stuff because they know my dogs go over there because there's like a no trespassing sign. But you know what? My dogs can't read. You can't read the no trespassing sign, and I will trespass to go try to grab my dog. And I don't care who you are. It's gonna happen. So I can get my dog back. So my neighbors think that they put it up because they play soccer over there, but I don't know exactly why they put it up. They could have put it up because of my dogs, but I don't really frankly care. The person that owns that field doesn't even live around here anyway. He wants to build a house there, and he's trying to get the town. It's like a big shadoo about it. But they'd have to like make this into a cul-de-sac, and that will make me angry. Because that means when the plow comes by, it will, if there's a circle at the end, it will shove snow in my driveway. And right now, the way he comes down only one way, because I live on a dead end, he doesn't block me in. So that will just make me angry, but whatever. It is what it is. So Gigi has gone to walks to the conservation area with my kids, but I should go out and take them for walks, but I don't. Sometimes I take them to the dog park in town. But Lola, I've taken Gigi to the dog park. I don't know if I can take Lola because Lola freaks out when she sees a big dog. Like, she becomes silly, like silly. And like, my neighbor has a dog, and every time Annie goes outside, Gigi and Lola, like, Lola literally grabs the fence with her teeth and shakes it. Like, she acts all tough, but I'm sure if she was face to face with Annie, she wouldn't be acting like that. Molly is my special dog. She is a one of a kind. She is. You gotta love her. What are the bad habits? Oh, jeez. I just lost it. What is a bad habit that your pet has? Now, Gigi doesn't have any bad habits. Because I told you, Gigi's cool. Gigi's cool. But Lola has a habit of licking everything. She won't give you a kiss, but she will lick like the couch, a pillow, a blanket. It drives me batty. And I'm always giving her heck for it. Like, don't lick that. But she does. She has a bad habit of doing that, and it drives me bonkers. But that's the only bad habit. Well, and grabbing anything off the floor and trying to chew it. I've had 2 sandals one year, and she chewed. My sister got me these sandals because my sister used to be able to get Crocs from work. And I had these Croc sandals, but they were wedges and they had leather straps. They're so pretty. And she gave me 2 black pairs. Well, doesn't Lola chew one of them? And then I was so mad and upset. My sister got me another pair. Well, doesn't she chew them again? The second pair. Even though I tried to be careful, but she got in my room and she got at them. And it couldn't be like the opposite shoe, so like I could still make a pair. Nope, it had to be the same foot. So I ended up going to Toronto to a vape convention that year, and there was a Croc sale going on in the convention center. So I ended up picking up the same pair, but in brown. And I've seemed to keep those ones intact. I always put them in the closet when I get home. I don't leave them lying out because I'm scared she's gonna eat them. And they're like my favorite sandals for the summer. So yeah, Lola likes to chew shoes, and she likes to grab Alyssa's socks. Oh, one video says, do you have any pet peeves? I forgot about this pet peeve until now. That I can't stand it when people take their socks off and just take their socks off in the living room and just leave them lying on the ground. That drives me crazy. I cannot see any socks lying down anywhere. It drives me bonkers. It's like one of my pet peeves that I can't stand, and my daughter likes to do that, and it drives me bonkers. And I always yelling at her to put her socks away. Because I don't want to see your stinky socks. I don't want them on my floor. I don't want them anywhere near me. Goes in the laundry hamper. Or if they're clean, they go in your drawer. They don't go on the floor. That drives me crazy. So that is one of my pet peeves. Off topic about dogs. What is the best thing about your pet? Best thing about my pets is they're my pets and they're adorable. They're so adorable. Gigi is like, I don't even know how to explain it. He's like the coolest dog. Coolest dog ever. Lola's, I love Lola too, don't get me wrong. Lola can get on my nerves, like anybody's dog probably gets on their nerves, but I love her to death. But she hogs the bed. She's just a little Shih Tzu now, mind you, but she hogs my bed, and she doesn't seem to want to sleep with Alyssa anymore. She wants to come into my bed. But no, what does she do? She plops herself in the middle of the bed. I'm like, Lola, move over. You're a little dog. Now, Gigi won't lie on my bed. He'd rather sleep in his bed, which is fine. That's in the corner of my bedroom. But if I put him up on my bed, he'll just end up jumping off and going into his bed anyway, so I don't even bother anymore to try to put him up on my bed. And I think I got all the ones done, so what can I do next? I think I'm going to do N next. I'm using my Harbor Freight containers. I unkitted the little blonde girl, and I put them all away in my storage system, which was pretty easy. I had the majority of the colors. There's only a few that I had to write out new bags and tags for. So it turned out to be really good. You know you've been diamond painting too much when you almost have all the colors. Right? And then I've been putting these on like this, but look at they're popping off. I didn't press them on hard enough, I don't think. I don't know. Oh. So what did I say? N? Because this is a new whip. I don't know where anything is yet. So N, N, N. Where is the N? Is there an N? Oh yes, there's an N. And it is 666. How ironic, this picture has 666 in it. And a lot of it by the looks of it, because this is pretty full. Oh, and I must have, why does those ones look funny on the top? Is that dirt? Do you guys see that? On those gems? Is that dirt? I don't know. Oh, I see. Oh, I already see a knobbly bit. I gotta get something to put trash in. And I don't know what I'm gonna put the trash in. Maybe I'll use one of these. Maybe I should collect them out of this one. I'm bad at collecting though. I'm not gonna lie. Super bad at collecting the trash. I might be able to cut that one and save it. But really, who wants to sit here and cut? Not this girl. Look, I'm gonna try. Take a break from the tag and I'm gonna try to put, see, I find it easier to do the three placer with the circles. Maybe because I haven't done a square in a while. That's why I'm finding it. Because I know I can do it. I don't know. See what the next, my iPad always turns off on me. Did I answer that one? What is the best thing about your pets? Just said they're awesome. What is the nastiest thing your pet has ever done? Probably eat my shoes. And I already said that. She ate my shoes. What is the funniest memory involving your pets? Funniest memory? Don't really have any funniest memories with my pets. Lola's just funny every day when she wakes up. Don't really have a funny moment with them. Oh, did I say? Oh no, that's the last question. The best thing about your pet has. I don't know why it says has at the end. The best thing about your pet has. Like, does that mean appearance? I love my pets because they don't shed dog hair. That's why I have them. My daughter's dog, Sadie, shed like crazy. Drives me cuckoo when she comes to visit. And before, when they didn't have a car, I used to always make her put a blanket in the back seat so she wouldn't get dog hair all over my car, because that's one thing I can't stand is pet hair on my clothes. And I think that's why I have Gigi and Lola, because they don't shed. Well, when their hair gets super long though, they do end up getting like these little fur balls that will come off and shed around the house, but that's only when their hair gets super long, because they haven't gone to get their hair cut yet, because it's super expensive to get their hair cut. It costs me like $90 to get both of them done. So needless to say, they only go every 3 to 4 months to get their hair cut. Funniest memory, I don't really have one. Now, I do have a story though about Gigi. So I lost Gigi. It's not one of the tags, but I'll tell you the story. I ended up losing Gigi. She was lost. I ended up taking him to a party at my friend Mo's house, and I had him on the leash. He was kind of eerie because we're at somebody else's house that he didn't know, and she has dogs, so he's kind of eerie about their dogs. Well, when I got there, my daughter took him off the leash in their backyard, which was fine, but I ended up leaving to go to the store, and I left him under my daughter's care, but clearly she wasn't paying attention, and he got out from the gate. Well, didn't he run away? I was beside myself, frantic, crying, carrying on, because I lost him. I went looking everywhere for him. I couldn't find him. And I went home thinking, that's it. I'll never see Gigi ever again. And I was so devastated and crying. And then I think it was on Facebook. Someone posted that I posted about my missing dog. And then someone's like, oh, I seen a dog, like they saw some sightings of him down in the area around where my friend lives, but a little further up. And then I went there looking to see if I could find him, yelling his name, calling for him, nothing. And they told me there's like this like co-op on this area, And they said that he's been sleeping on their porches at night. I go there, I can't see him. I don't know where he is. So this went on for like a week and a couple of days. And then one day I was leaving work and I get a call from the shelter saying that someone found the dog because of his tags, right? And then she's like, he still has the dog, and she told me the street and everything, which was pretty close to that area too. So I ended up going there, and I ended up calling him because she gave me his number. And then he says, oh, he's just in our backyard. And I'm like, oh, watch him because he's an escape artist. And sure enough, as soon as he got off the phone with me, he said that Gigi took off to the next house that had an in-ground pool. Well, he was getting his drill to like take down a couple of boards so I could crawl through to the backyard of his neighbor's house. So I did, like, he took off the boards and I could see Gigi up on their deck. They had like, it was like where the pool was, and it was kind of up a little bit from the rest of the grass. Like, it was an in-ground pool. It's really pretty backyard. And Gigi was up on their deck, and he was behind the privacy fence thing. And I was like, Gigi, Gigi, and I was like calling his name. And then he kind of like peers around the corner, and he's like kind of looking at me like, cause it's been a week and a half. And I'm like, does he remember me? Like, maybe he doesn't remember me anymore. And then I'm like, come here, Gigi. And then finally, when he realized it was me, he come running to me, and I grabbed him, and oh my gosh, it was the most awesome feeling ever. I was crying. I thought I was never gonna see him again. And he was all full of those little birds from the trees, like the bushes. And oh, it took me and my son Tyler like 3 or 4 hours to pick them all out of his hair. And he had gotten a haircut pretty, like a couple of weeks before he disappeared. But it had grown a little bit since he was gone. And I'm like, Gigi, how did you survive out in the wilderness for a week and a half? Like, I was beside myself. I thought I was never going to see him again. But nope, he came home to me. And you think now he wouldn't run to the field? Because memories of being gone for a week and a half, Gigi? But no, he still does it. But he always comes home. But I'm scared that he's going to cross the main street, and I don't want him to do that. So I don't want him to get hit by a car. What is the hardest thing about being a pet owner? Really, the only hardest thing, honestly, that I can say about being a pet owner is that you have responsibility of being a dog owner. You can't just get up and go. You got to find someone to watch your dog. And, you know, they're part of your family, and you can't just leave them without anybody watching them. So like when you get a dog, it's hard to go on trips and stuff if you're not taking the dogs, because what do I do with the dog? Then I got to get a dog sitter. I got to get someone to watch the dog, right? Even a pet, like even a cat, you still have to get someone to come in and watch the cat. Even though a cat is more efficient, the cat can, like, you can fill up your cat bowl and the cat won't gobble it up in one go. Well, at least the cats that I had didn't. And you could leave them for a couple of days with lots of water and food, and they would be fine. But a dog, you can't do that, because where is they gonna go to the washroom and stuff, like, they're more dependent on you. And that's like the hardest part about being a dog owner, is that, oh, like I was thinking about going on a trip, and then I was thinking, oh, my older kids aren't home now, so who do I get to watch the dogs? So yeah, that's crossed my mind quite a bit. Like, I know my daughter brings Sadie with her every time she comes to town, but then she usually drops her off here, or she takes her with her. But I love Sadie. Sadie is my grand fur baby. I love her so much. And she's a big dog. And she sheds, but I still love her. She is. I think she's like sheep. I don't know what she is. She's like border collie, shepherd or something. I don't know. She's a mixed breed, but she's beautiful. She is one beautiful dog. What's the most rewarding thing about being a pet owner? I just love my pet's company. I think I would be lost without them. Like, when the kids aren't here, they're my company. They're my babies, really. I can't have no more babies, so my dogs are my babies. And I love them. Even Lola. Oh, look it. There is some lots of junk in this one. There's one that I will not use because it's crooked. Here's another piece that's awful. And then these black ones that I don't even know why they're black. I don't like them. I wish I knew where my grinder was, Lola. Speaking of Lola. Why are they black? She took my grinder, and now I don't know where it is. I gotta check under the couch. Maybe she shoved it under the couch. But I found one piece in the kitchen, and that's not a good sign with Lola, because like I said, she likes to chew anything. But could she chew through a Nurture Arts grinder? I don't know. Anything's possible with Lola. But I haven't found the other piece yet. I'll let you know when I find it. I'm gonna look for it this afternoon, because these ones look like they're sticking. And that will drive me cuckoo. Does your dog have a nickname, and what is it? No, they don't have nicknames. Well, I call Lola Lola Canola sometimes. But no, they don't really have nicknames. Just call them by their name. Have I ever taught my pets any tricks? If so, what? Yeah, so Gigi won't do nothing. Clearly, like I said, lazy dog. Comes with his personality too. Nothing. He will not do nothing. He is terrible that way. He will not do anything at all. You can't teach him anything. He just doesn't do it. Now Lola knows how to shake a paw. She knows how to sit pretty. So she's the brains. She's the brains of the two. But she's the most mischief of the two. Now Sadie, my daughter's dog. she plays fetch all the time with us. When she comes over, she'll bring you something. It doesn't, whether it's a ball or a stick she finds in the yard, she will bring it to you because she wants you to play fetch with her. And then she will bring it back to you, but she won't hand it to you. She'll drop it near you, and then she'll be waiting for you to throw the next one. And then I was playing fetch with her the other day when she came over, and she was in the backyard, and I threw it in the trampoline thinking, oh, she's not gonna go up in the trampoline. Nope. Sadie jumped in the trampoline, grabbed the ball, and jumped back out again. It was so funny. Oh no, what it was is she was a stick. We were throwing the stick in there to see if she'd grab the ball because her ball was left in the trampoline. But no, she just kept on jumping in and getting the stick and not thinking about the ball. And we're like, no, Sadie, grab the ball. But she was grabbing the stick, which I thought was kind of, these are all bad. I'm going to run out of drills if I think everything's bad. But I thought, and I don't know why he's panting right now. Like a crazy dog. But I don't know how much video I have for this Tag Tuesday. It was only 20 questions. I've answered them all. I'll talk more and give updates on, thank goodness it's Friday, because it will be an awesome Friday because I don't work this weekend. I have it off, and I should be probably heading over to the Pink Raspberry at some point, whether it's tomorrow, today, or Friday, just to say hi and give them an update on, I got a custom done. Well, I have to pick up my other custom that I got of Glass Tiger. I want to get that one so I can do it. On my 19th birthday, no, it was my 16th birthday, there's this lady that used to make cakes, and she did a really good job. She made me a Glass Tiger cake with that symbol on it, but it was a little bit different back then because it was like orange and black, but it was like super cool. So this custom reminds me of my 16th birthday cake. I'll be picking that one up. This is lighting. I'll be picking that one up probably this week if they have it ready. I'm not rushing them. They are super busy right now. And like, I'm like least of their priority list. Other than that custom that I really wanted to start for the person I'm doing it for. That was the only one I really wanted them to get out. And she did. And I got it. And I started it. So I'll be working on that probably later this afternoon. I'm going to work on this one for a while. Maybe get a section done. Or maybe two, depending on how much I like doing it. I might surprise you and get more done. I don't know. I'm not feeling that custom right now. So I needed to take a little bit of a break from it. And I was always one that said, oh, I'll never do more than one project at one time. Yeah, well, I lied. Because now I'm doing more than one at a time. And I really want to get this one done and see what it looks like. Because maybe it'll give me motivation to paint my bedroom. Because I want to put this in my bedroom. I don't have children. Don't judge me. Well, I do have children, but they're old enough to understand what this picture means. They've probably seen worse than I have. Let's be serious. But anyways, my dogs are itching to go outside, and this is a tag about them, so I better go take them out or they need a drink of water or something, because I have them in bed because I didn't want them barking like crazy dogs. So anyways, I'll let you go. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickled pink. And there's Lola crying because she wants to get out because she probably wants to go to the bathroom. And I'll have to take them outside. If you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickled pink. And remember, a little dab will do you. See you next time, everybody. Bye.